In this video, I want to look at the features that have been shipped in the 050 release of the Chocolatey extension for Visual Studio Code. Now, in the previous release, we included the ability to generate these nupkegs from the new specs that are available in the workspace that is currently open on the system. Now, if we take that one step further, we might want to actually delete those nupkegs as well. Now, obviously, you can go in and right-click on them and delete them, but if you've just generated every new spec in your workspace, then there might be quite a few of them. So one of the options that we've added is the ability to delete the nupkegs that have been generated. So in the same way as we search for new specs in the workspace, all that this command is doing is searching for new specs in the workspace and then giving you the option to delete a single one or all of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the delete all. So all of those nupkegs are now gone away. So equally, I can then go back and run the pack command on all the new specs in the workspace, passing in no additional arguments, and we will see those being generated again. Now, the final the final thing that's been added into this release of this extension is the ability to push a nupkeg to a feed. Now, a feed can be a UNC share, it can be a local file system, it can be chocolatey.org, it can be a myget feed, it can be whatever you configured it. So the command works on the premise that you want to push one or all of the nupkegs that are in the workspace. So I'm just going to pick one at this time. And what this is going to show you is whether you have any sources configured within the chocolatey.config file. So in this example, I've got one configured source, which is just the ctemp folder, and I've also got the option to configure to use a custom source. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the ctemp one, again passing in no additional arguments. And what's going to happen there is that the nupkeg from this workspace is going to be pushed or published to the ctemp folder, which is what's gone on, which is what happened there. And equally, I can use the push command to use a custom source. So in this example, I'm going to make up a feed here and just say I want to push to myget.org to a non-existent feed. Here, I'll get the option to pass in an API key, no additional arguments. Now, obviously, this is going to fail because that feed doesn't exist, and that API key is also not valid. But you can see here, at least Chocolate's attempted that, and it said that a 404 not found. But if that was a valid feed with a valid API key, then what we've done here is we would have pushed that nupkeg onto that feed ready for consumption. So hopefully this was useful to you. We've got a couple of features coming up in the next release, which will be a follow-up video telling you about that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out on the links below, and talk to you soon.